everyone, I'm Emma with Epilepsy Alliance Ohio, and welcome back to our mini-series all about epilepsy. In today's episode, we are diving into something that many people have never heard of, Pnes, or Psychogenic Nonepileptic Seizures. You might also hear them referred to as Pnee, which stands for Psychogenic Nonepileptic Events. Both terms describe the same condition, episodes that resemble seizures but are not caused by epilepsy. So let's dive into it. Psychogenic nonepileptic seizures are episodes that look like epileptic seizures but are not caused by abnormal electrical activity in the brain like in epilepsy. Instead, they are believed to have a psychological origin, often linked to stress, trauma, or emotional conflict. Let's talk about how Pnes differs from epilepsy. In epilepsy, seizures are caused by sudden bursts of electrical activity in the brain. These can be detected with tools like an EEG, also known as an electroencephalogram. With Pnes, there's no abnormal brain activity during the episode, even though the person is having a seizure-like experience. Let's go over some key differences between Pnes and epileptic seizures. As we said before, with Pnes, the EEG results will come back normal. However, with epilepsy, these results will look abnormal. For triggers, Pnes is often linked to emotional stress or trauma, whereas epilepsy is caused by abnormal brain activity. Also, Pnes episodes often last longer than epileptic seizures, and Pnes can show inconsistent movements or patterns that vary from those seen in typical epilepsy. So, what causes Pnes? It's most often connected to psychological factors, such as unresolved trauma, conversion disorder, or difficulties coping with intense emotions. Think of it like this. The body is expressing emotional pain physically through seizure-like episodes. It's not faked or imagined. It is a very real and incredibly distressing experience for the person going through it. To diagnose Pnes, medical providers usually begin with a thorough evaluation, often including an EEG and video monitoring. This helps rule out epilepsy and confirms that there is no electrical seizure activity during the episode. Once diagnosed, Pnes is treatable, but the path looks different than with epilepsy. Here are some common treatment options. First, we have counseling and psychotherapy, especially cognitive behavioral therapy, also known as CBT. There is also stress management techniques like mindfulness and relaxation training. And finally, medication can be used for underlying conditions, such as anxiety and depression. Living with Pnes can be overwhelming, but there are ways to manage it. Building a strong support network, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and learning to recognize emotional triggers can make a huge difference. It is also important to be patient with yourself, or with someone that you love who's dealing with Pnes. Recovery can take time, but progress is always possible. And finally, we want to take a minute to address the stigma associated with Pnes. People with Pnes are sometimes dismissed, misunderstood, or even told it's all in your head. Let's be clear, Pnes is a real and valid condition. The brain and body are deeply connected, and emotional health matters. By educating ourselves and others, we can help break the stigma and create a more compassionate, informed world for everyone affected by seizures, no matter the cause. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and join us next week for another episode in our epilepsy mini-series. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button and leave us a comment if you have any questions. You can contact our main office by calling 513-721-2905 or emailing us at eao@epilepsy-ohio.org. Thanks, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.